Stop! Stop! Stop Islamophobia! I am Asma Karim, and I'm going to be talking about Islamophobia. Could you imagine being a 7-year-old girl and having your hijab pulled off in front of your whole class? Could you imagine being banned from going to school in Karnataka because you wear a hijab? Could you imagine watching your brother and his newlywed wife being shot in front of you as a hate crime? Could you imagine being a victim of mass shootings whilst you pray Jummah namaz because you're a Muslim in New Zealand? Well, that is the extent to which Islamophobia runs. Have you ever witnessed discrimination just because you're a Muslim? Have you ever received dirty looks from public just because you're a Muslim? Have you ever been called a terrorist just because you're a Muslim? You're not alone. I remember walking through the immigration lines in India and being asked to constantly remove my hijab just for the security lady to ensure that I'm not wearing or hiding a bomb in my hijab. That is the extent of absurdism. Sikhs wear turbans, Jews wear kippas, Christians wear crucifix, then why can't I wear my hijab? Why can't I walk through public with my dignity on my head? What's ironic is the nuns cover up from head to toe and they're religious, but when a Muslim woman does it, she's oppressed. I remember talking to my friends and them telling me about how they were kicked out of a restaurant in the US because they wear a hijab. What I find hilarious is, if a woman wears a hoodie, she's fashionable. If she wears a scarf and covers her neck, she has a good sense of style. If she wears a balaclava, she is counted as trendy, despite it covering up more of your face than a niqab does. If she wears a bandana, she has a good sense of style, she's trendy, she's beautiful. But if a woman who is a Muslim wears their hijab, she is oppressed, she is a terrorist, she has no rights. This is how ironic the world outside is. They don't look at a Muslim woman just as a woman. They look at them as someone who's showing off their hijab. That's how sad the world is. I respect all women out there who walk through the public courageously every single day wearing their hijab, with their hijab screaming out loud, I am a Muslim. I am a Muslim, a proud Muslim. I'm not some ISIS maniac killer. I am bound to help, to support, to love. Not to spread hate, not to start mindless bloodshed. I am a Muslim. Today, according to the Peaceful Families Project, in 2019, 40% of Muslims said that they were verbally and physically abused. 18% of this population was abused via hate crime, neighborhood hate crime. 13% of this by racial slurs, such as the word terrorist. 5% of this by threat calls and death calls, and 4% via vandalism of property. All I'm here to say today is that it is our duty as Muslims who have witnessed Islamophobia, who have seen people going through Islamophobia, who have experienced Islamophobia, that it is our duty to stand together, united with one another, to fight against this discrimination. If I see a fellow Muslim brother or a Muslimah in trouble because of this discrimination, it is my duty to go and stand with them. It's not a must to use violence to face violence. We can use our power of speech. We can use our numbers. We are a community of a giant amount. Use that to our strength. We can start by signing petitions against the legalization of Islamophobia in Europe. We can write letters to Amnesty International. We can even create social media campaigns. We can host social events where people can come and find out more about Islamophobia and its effect on people around them. We can do all of this from the safety of our home without putting ourselves in jeopardy. It is important to understand that a lot of people today do not know what Islamophobia is and how it affects people. It is our duty as fellow Muslims to advocate for our rights, to speak to other people of different communities and acknowledge what is happening to Muslims. We in Dar es Salaam are very safe, alhamdulillah. We don't have all these troubles. But if you go over to the US, if you go over to Palestine, if you go over to Ukraine, or even Afghanistan, you get killed for being a Muslim. Today, due to COVID pandemic, Islamophobia increased worldwide. Mosques were shut down. Mosques received threat calls, and so on and so forth. I'd like to end by saying, be the change you want to see in the world today. It starts with you. Are you ready to see the change? Thank you.